Yeah, there you go. It is on. I got a lot of things in front of me that some of them were saying muted. Good day, Chathu. Wait, that was it. You know, it's fine. That's fine. We're good. It's all right. I'd press that button as well. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're fine. My Stream Deck doesn't update when, like, you know, if I've got button to mute, and if I unmute on OBS, then it doesn't update the image on the Stream Deck. So, but it's fine. I've done it now. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It happens to all of us. Yeah, no webcam today, unless I change my mind partway through, but that's unlikely to happen. I'm very susceptible to peer pressure, so it could happen. But other than that, I'm just continuing Stonemachia, because I enjoyed the game enough while playing it last stream to want to play more of it. With some luck, I'll have it done before the next game that I want to play comes out, and that means that I might be able to weave another game in between. If it's like a really short game, I've only played it for 2 hours so far, so if like it's a short game, I might have to weave in another thing between now and the next game that comes out. Don't worry about it. Hello, Halo. It's an endless bread live stream you can catch with a fishing rod. You can yank me out of the water and I'll flop about. Spray ink on everyone. I haven't been streaming at all, so to say, like, for the most part, it's not your fault that you haven't caught a stream. I haven't streamed properly in about 6 months at this point. You are gonna have to. You did miss the comeback, but there was nothing special about it. Don't worry. Every stream's a comeback if you come back to it. You are gonna have to put up with the fact that I'm not using a webcam today. Because A, it's like hot and getting hotter. And so I'm just gonna end up looking like a greasy troll, which I already am, but you know, I'm gonna look like it. And also because my lip has swollen up and I've got an unsightly cold sore and it really hurts, and I don't want you to see it. I don't like him. What do you mean we have a new rule? Is that something that's happened recently, or is that something from a while, that I'm misremembering? As in, sorry, is this what happened in Discord? Because I did see something happen in Discord a while. I remember some new rule thing happening in the Discord the other month. I was gonna say maybe I should remove the rules of the stream from underneath it and replace it with the Breadcorp rules that are like 1 million pages long. But I don't think they can fit, and I don't think that there's any way to make it fit unless they just have it be a link to somewhere else, and that would require having like a specific website, like breadcorprules.com. Which realistically, I imagine it would be quite cheap website. Because I can't imagine many people will be vying for that. You know what, I'm going to look it up because I can. I don't know where to buy websites from. I'm gonna go to yeah, let's go to GoDaddy. That's a United Kingdom thing. Rules. Oh, what? Oh, breadcorprules.co.uk. Oh, thank you for telling me it's a great name. Showcase your bakery business with breadcorprules.com. That is not, it is not a bakery. Everything's a comeback if you come back. That is, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Okay, so if I can have bread, I'm not going to do this because I'm not paying money for this. I can have breadcorprules.com for 1 pence for the first year, and then pay £19 for 2 more years. I can have breadcorprules.com. So £19 a year, I think. Why it's great. Bread and corp are high-value keywords with an average sale price of £1,489 for bread. That's... No one is going to be buying Breadcorp Rules other than me. Oh, I can have breadcorp.ie. Hi, Silver. Hi, Maya. Breadcorprules.biz. .site. Breadcom.com. Ah, that's a premium one. I've got to call them up for that one. Breadcorprules.fun. These are stupid fucking... Who decided those? Breadcorplaw.com. Breadcorpnews.com. Breadcorpandrules.com. Breadcorpregulations.com. Breadcorp Club. Breadcorp Reviews. As a small business owner, I'm always learning. GoDaddy is there to help through the entire process. Thank you, stock picture of a woman. It's probably a real woman. It's just, My experience with GoDaddy was very good, and my domain names were well protected for all these years. I do recommend GoDaddy to anyone who wants to start a website. You didn't give it 5 stars, you gave it 4.5, so it can't be that good. Easy to order and easy to work with. Never had an issue. I buy all my domains from GoDaddy. Why? Brian Johnson? That's the guy that's like trying to be immortal, but has like an incurable disease, doesn't he? It's not fun. You shouldn't laugh at people with incurable diseases. But, Wait, that might be Johnston, not Johnson. I've said 93 things that have been forever inscribed. That's impressive. And you've bought your partner a car after it blew up in his face. Remember in the Mustang, the cheap supercar car episode of the Top Gear, and he had bits of his big end and engine block your windshield. It's like, I find it impressive that things like that happen with cars. I feel like that's an American thing. Cars can just blow up on the road. I feel like that's just something that happens in America because you have like next to no car regulations. As far as I can tell. Will you buy me a car? I can almost drive. Almost. Breadcorprules.buzz. You know what? Actually, on the driving front, I've got a driving lesson tomorrow. I'm getting there. Last time I kind of stopped streaming around the same time that I started learning to drive. I don't really know what the correlation is, but that's kind of Just so I've noticed. Am I the one sucking your dick? No. But I've got a cold sore now, so I wouldn't do that anyway. Not good for you. Also, I'm not going to look into the ethics of, you know, paying for a dick suck with a car being purchased. It's like, it's technically a crime to do that, unless you live in like Nevada, I think. Actually, I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's allowed there. In Amsterdam, it is. I think. You know the the Netherlands has a public sex park. Just the information that you learn when you're just hanging out on the internet. I think it's there. I think it's in the Netherlands. Maybe I'll ask Zombie if he shows up. But I'm pretty certain I'm pretty certain it's there. It's like, as long as you do it in like at night, it's like past 9 o'clock. Once it goes dark, and assuming that you're not like doing it like on the path, it's great. That's fine, Halo. Take care. I'm actually gonna stop playing the game because I'm very hot and I just want to stop playing. I'm gonna join you when you drive home. You're welcome, I think. I don't know how talkative I'm gonna be. Where's my that button? I want that button. So the last time I played this game, I have no idea what I was doing. Wasn't that whatever I was doing? I'm actually just fairly. Wait, is that the... I don't know where this is. No, I do know where this is. Okay. I'm actually very confused as to what I'm doing in this game. I was thinking about it while playing, and to be fair, I was kind of thinking about it just in general, as how little I know of the games that I play on stream. What's this? Bone Avenue. I most certainly will not. When I was like... playing, I remember, what game was it? It was 9 Souls. When I was playing 9 Souls, leave me alone. When I was playing 9 Souls, I remember like not having a clue as to what was going on at any given moment. I don't think I need to go that way. There was like guys at the end of here as well. Yeah, I had like no idea what was going on, but like, when I went and played through a little bit of 9 Souls just the other day, because I was like, I haven't played it in a while, and I wanted to, I remember enjoying it, and going through like the opening cutscene, sort of, it's not a cutscene, it's more of an interactive cutscene, just like reading the dialogue and be like, when I was playing this, I don't need to worry about that. When I was playing that on stream, I was barely paying attention to a thing. I noticed that about this game as well. Hello, you're that woman. Darrison, the village is a mess. The majority of angels merged out here. Merged here after the plague. Every house statue out. Even the benches became a vessel for some poor wretch. Only then, some of them realised what despair actually meant. A few of them, rather than stay here, went as far as sailing off to find another home on some island in the middle of the sea. I was very... A bunch of young men, all dressed in black, dancing extremely aggressively on stage. It made you feel so intimidated, and it's not what you expected from primetime TV. What are you watching? What are you watching on television? I can't say what that. All this happened because somebody thought they knew what was best for everyone, and that's a shit no one's ever asked him. Be aware of the church that lies overhead. Heard voices on what happens inside it, and none of them were positive. This is like there's a truly around the worst need to us again. Why are you being? Is this adversity? Was that no diversity? Diversity was the dance group from like Britain's Got Talent or something. Oh, I forgot how to parry in this game. I pressed the button by accident and killed myself almost. I do find it fun that some of the benches are just dangerous. I can't watch shows like X Factor or Britain's Got Talent anymore. Giovanni, stay back! I won't drink anything at all. Don't come closer. I have my family. I must take them away. Angel's blood mustn't be drunk. Please, if you want me to beg, I will. Don't we go back to my family? Our house at the end of the walled houses street. We must hurry. There's no time left. Are you just following me now? Oh, where's walled houses street? Is that a reference to the famous video from Endless Bread, Take the Parry Pill? Yes. This is actually just an advert to my video by disgraced ex content creator Endless Bread. I've taken the parry pill or something. I intended at some point to actually make like taking the parry pill the director's cut or something. I don't know where this walled house street is. Can I? Oh, what's this? I don't press that. Go away. I did press it, but I didn't. There we go. Look, that was it. That was me parrying right there. That one wasn't a parry, but it was kind of a, that definitely wasn't a parry. But yeah, I was gonna like make a taking the parry pill like director's cut, and by that I mean I was just gonna remake taking the parry pill and actually make a good video instead of what I did make. I haven't done that. Instead, I've spent the past like several months making a video that is completely pointless, and will be out eventually. I'm just putting it off. No, I used to be able to watch Harry Hill. I used to love Harry Hill. I can't stand. I can't stand like. Where am I going? How did I get here? Will the rat follow me? Yeah, there it is. Can I talk to it? Will it tell me where it wants to go? No, okay. Is it here? Is this... This looks like a street that a rat would live on. This is Bowen Square. Never mind. Maybe I went the wrong way. Maybe the rat wanted me to continue going the direction that I came in. Or that I was heading. No, I just can't watch shows where the whole point is to like laugh at cringy things happening. I just don't like it. I can't watching people embarrass themselves on stage is also because, you know, KSI is one of the judges, which I think is stupid. The only thing I think that me and Reform Britain have in common is that I think that people who are not British shouldn't be allowed on Britain's Got Talent. I just think I think it's strange when you have people who are like, yeah, I came over from Canada to be on Britain's Got Talent. And it's like, Canada has a talent show. Just go on that one. Britain's Got Talent. Like, I know we colonized you, but you can't colonize our TV show. I think we did. But they speak French, so they call, as far as I'm aware, France did it. Go on, France has got talent. We probably do have lower expectations for talent, to be fair. The Commonwealth has talent. See, that I would expect. I'd allow that. By the way, if you hear, I don't know if you can hear that. That's not me. Like, what is this thing doing in the background? By the way, what is it doing? What's it doing? It's gained sentience. It's teasing me. Oh, is it calmed down? It's stopped now. Now that I've noticed it. Oh, it's starting off again. It's evolving. I'll let that do what it's doing. Yeah, no. So first of all, KSI, no, not on Harry Hill. Unfortunately, KSI is a judge on X Factor, I think. Also, I wasn't planning on going to watch The Odyssey. Not for any, you know, evil reasons. I just don't. I don't leave the house, which is a lie. I did leave the house today. Actually, I went out on a walk. Yeah, I saw a kingfisher. I'm like, I have not been that happy in possibly years. When I saw this kingfisher and I was giddy with excitement. That's like a relatively rare bird. It's like, I've never seen one before, and I just saw one. It was just, I didn't have my camera with me, unfortunately. The kingfisher did not call me an NPC. It flew away when a pigeon landed on its branch. They're a lot smaller than I was expecting them to be. I was expecting them to be about the same size as like a duck or a pigeon, but they're not. They're like really small. They're like the same size as a starling. You also saw King Kong but didn't have your cam. Listen, I don't need... a kingfisher is not that, like, outrageous to see. Like, it is, but... You just passed a Cybertruck. Did you smear feces on them? Did you have those, like, things that jut out the side of your wheels and destroy their tyres? You sent some anti-Greek sentiment. Listen, I got nothing... I just don't watch films, okay? That's the good thing about being in the UK, is that I never have to see a Cybertruck because they're banned. I do have to see Ford F-150s or 250s or whatever. I see those every now and then, and they're actually horrendous. Usually I see people in them who seem to be using them as a work truck, but there's really no... like, we have white vans. The white van man is a British staple. Like, you don't need an F1 truck or you know, a 250. Did I ever fulfill my wish of watching Evangelion on the big telly? You say that like it's such a big thing. It's my dream to watch Evangelion on the big TV. It kind of was. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of was. I didn't finish Evangelion on the TV, but I did watch it. I watched some of it. I watched most of it. I was doing the same with Attack on Titan. I watched a fair amount of that on the big TV, but I didn't finish that. I just got distracted by both, from both. Watching Evangelion on a big TV is something that would be cool. Watching Evangelion on a CRT, that would be something even cooler. That's something that I would like to do at some point. You finished the Evangelion. Congratulations. That wasn't even I did a reference. I did an Evangelion reference in doing that. I didn't even mean to. That's the best part about Evangelion. There's an Evangelion reference in the video that I'm making, by the way. Just want you to know that. You might miss it. Even if you watch the video, you might miss it. I do want you to know that seeing a kingfisher was something that I have really wanted to do for a while. I thought I caught a glimpse of one for a while back. Like, I was just walking down the canal and I saw something fly past that looked, it was like kingfisher blue. And I was like, that must have been a kingfisher, but because of how fast it was and where it was going, I didn't see it properly. So at that point, I was like, there's kingfishers around here. I want to see one. And I finally got to see one. It was in shadow and a little bit harder to make out. It was the sort of thing where I was like, is that a kingfisher? And as I realised, it kind of flew away. But they're a cool bird and they're relatively hard to find, especially since I haven't seen one in 27 years, so. It was something that was cool. Did they rename queenfishers to kingfishers when Lizzie kicked the bucket? Yes. It's a really annoying scheme for naming birds. You saw 8 the other day. I live in the wrong place. Herons have been getting pretty bold as well recently. I want you to know that. Herons are like really timid. They fly away if you are on the other end of the lake to them and they notice you. But I saw 3 today that were like just hanging around. And I wish I'd have had my camera on for the amount of herons that I saw. You've got good news. You have lost 60 pounds since your last stream. What'd you do? Buy GTA 6? No, but that is good. I am proud of you for that. That's something. That is something to be proud of. Don't listen. You could have done it in kilograms. It would have still been impressive. It's fine. Actually, you know what? I want to 60 pounds in kilograms. You have in the time in that time, yeah, in the time it's taken me to start streaming again, you have lost the equivalent of a little over half of me. That's impressive. Thank you, Vispheric. I'm glad. Thank you. it's 60 pounds in kilograms is about 27 kg, which is a little over half of my weight. Oh, I just caught a smell of myself. Halo had all that surgery on his legs just to have it cut off. He had one of them fixed and then the other one cut off. Describe the smell. It's just like a bit. It's like stale sweat. I think mixed with like deodorant that's about like plain, just borderline nothing deodorant that's like a few days old. I put it on today. I had a shower this morning, but it's just the way that it's a lot hotter in the UK than I thought it was. It's just out of nowhere it's happened. Uh, 300 to 238. That's I don't know what that is. It's like, yeah, it's like 62 pounds. Maybe I should take the hoodie off. No, it's part of my vibe. It's what I wear. It makes me look cool and edgy. I have my hoodie on and I have my balaclava on and I'm wearing my big puffy jacket. What do I do? Sorry. I misclicked. Didn't know I could do things like that. Alright, Maria. What have they done to you? What have they done to all of you? You were beautiful, just like they said. It was true. It was all true. Tee-hee. Are those enemies that have been dancing around? Oh, have I got to kill his, like, family? Don't mind if I do. Weight in kilograms, about 27. Well, 27 is 60 pounds. So. But I don't know what your total weight is. Did one of them just jump through the wall? What are you doing over here? There we go. Hi, Siggy. It's me. Did I press that? Yeah, I did. It's me. I'm Bread, and I'm streaming. That I've transmorphed into a horse. The previous weight and the current weight? I don't know. I can't do math. I could look it up because I've got nothing else to do. 300 to 300 pounds. 136 kilograms down to 107. So about 29 lost, maybe? Which is, you know, as I said, very impressive. And also just over half of me. You could have sculpted half of me from what has fallen off you. What's happening? I wasn't looking. Oh, that was the guy that got caught in the wall, I think. Where am I now? Wait a minute. Never mind. That was meant to happen. Small pilgrim, be my guest. Take a sip from a puddle.
Sigus Knozel just subscribed with Prime. Take my money and be merry.
Thank you. Oh, look at that gif of me when I was younger. In my other room, surrounded by my toys. Thank you, Siggy. I don't feel as bad taking a Prime sub because it's a Prime sub and it's like it's free money anyway. Let us drink and be merry. Oh, is this like the blood that they were talking about? Look at that perfect parry there. Kind of. Look at that. Don't call me parry boy for nothing. Don't look at that. Oh, there we go. Oh. The rats are exploding. Should I be doing this? Oh, they're turning into those monsters. I see now. Ow. I see. I have eyes. Little piss parry boy. Leave. That's not nice. I kind of smell a bit like piss. You add that to the list of things I smell like right now. Just building up a real 4D experience, you know. Are you going to turn? Yeah, you are. creating a proper in-depth experience. You know, this stream is technically a stream that's been paid for now, kind of. I say technically, it's not really right, but Siggy has to get his money worth, and that means knowing what I smell like. Alright. You know, I noticed the other day. I don't. You're shooting me through the walls, cheating. You don't do that. I was just thinking about how, you know, it's illegal to text and drive Halo, and that made me think about the possibility of like streaming or something while like doing an IRL stream sort of thing. I can't do that for logistical reasons. What are you doing? What just happened there? But that made me think like how the other week, yesterday after last stream, I checked Twitch and noticed that I had a notification from a few months ago where Twitch was doing like an event where it's like go outside and do an IRL stream or whatever, and that kind of made me think that that's a bit of a mean thing for Twitch to kind of encourage people to do, considering not everyone can afford the setup to go out and stream, because it's quite, you know, it is quite expensive to do that. I'm scrolling up a little bit. What's the amazing thing about the Odyssey after you watched it? They said that Helen was actually Helen. What? You sense information from you. I would never. Converted mouse. It's dead. Maybe I was. Maybe. Alright. That was a spirit talking to me. You're committing crimes, speeding and texting, farting and pooping, shitting and pissing, spraying and praying. I can't think of any others. Gooning and mooning. Yeah. Driving 70 down the fucking motorway. There is shitting and pissing a crime. Public highways, I guess. Probably. You can confess something without being judged. Well, you can confess something. It depends if being judged by me is like considered being judged or not. The mass has begun. I am close. The final phase awaits. I can see heaven opening before my gaze. I'm gonna spray. Oh, fuck. What is that smell? Is it me? It can't be. Oh, the window's open. It's probably from outside. What is that? That's what I smell like, whatever that is. You nearly drove into a ditch the other day. That, you can confess that. I won't judge you for that. We all make mistakes. Okay, that I'll judge you for. I'll judge you for that. Are you the guy that overtook me in my lesson and nearly went into the ditch? Yeah. You know, fucking Siggy always comes in here and tells us stories like he's Austin Powers. What is that? It's an owl. Yeah, sorry. While I was having a lesson, we were doing country road. My instructor was teaching me about country roads, and there was a driver in front of me, a learner driver in front of me, who was driving slower than the speed limit. And so, I couldn't go faster than him, and my instructor wasn't necessarily telling me to overtake or anything, and I didn't want to do anything I shouldn't, because I didn't know the road, so I didn't want to try and overtake him. This big SUV, though, comes from behind, and overtakes me. And it's like waiting in the gap between me and the other learner. And my instructor's like, see, that's what happens if you don't go fast enough, they'll try and overtake you or whatever. And then, obviously, this SUV driver was getting even more impatient, because he then proceeded to pull out just a little bit too far into the other lane to overtake this other learner. And, like, he went into the ditch a little bit and, like, sprayed dirt up. And my instructor was like, listen, I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but sometimes I just wish there'd be some karmic retribution or something like that. And I'm just driving, like, I agree with him. Like, I don't want the guy to get hurt, but I definitely wanted to see that guy crash. I was on the same page as my instructor. But now I know who it was. It was Siggy. And he was getting jiggy with it. What are you up to? Oh, you're the guy that I just spoke to. Yeah. Damn it. Yes. It's got like a cat face. Got the body of a cat and the face of a cat, and it flies through the air because it's got a cat face. You don't have to get the reference. In fact, I'd prefer it if you didn't. There we go. That would be much better if I wasn't thinking about cat face. Country roads are terrifying here in the UK, having driven on them a little bit. They're not that bad, really, but I'm exaggerating. But you do have incredibly narrow roads in which the speed limit is 70 miles an hour. It's like stupidly tight turns, like hedgerows all the way up the side, so you can't see what's coming. It would not fit. If someone was driving like a Ford F-150 down the other side, or an F-250, it would not fit. You could not get down there. And the speed limit is national speed limit, so it's 60, I think, actually. I don't think it's 70. Remember I tracked the road ahead of the line. You couldn't see you overtake well, but a van behind you was getting a bit impatient and decided to overtake anyways. He pulls out, barely manages to speed up because it's a van. Oncoming traffic crest the hill, and barely Neo from the Matrix evaded each other. Just be a little bit more patient. That's what I get from with most of my time while driving, is that so much time, so much driving is just being patient. Oh. And so many people aren't. Damn it. It's not been too bad driving, honestly. It's easier than I expected it to be. There we go. I had to I did some dual carriageway driving the other day. Hold on. I definitely missed something earlier. No, I didn't. Never mind. I thought I missed this for saying something, but I didn't. Yeah, so I was doing dual carriageway driving. I don't know if dual carriageway is a universal term, but I did miss that. I didn't actually. I didn't miss that. I saw it. I don't know if dual carriageway is a universal term, but anyway, it's like a motorway but smaller, and like a motorway but smaller. Motorways have 3 lanes on them. dual carriageways have 2, if you believe it. And yeah, so I was doing that, and that I don't really know. It's basically the same thing. The rules are pretty much the same. Don't I mean 6 and 4? I mean, yeah. You're not completely wrong. But so I was driving down. I've driven on smaller ones. So I've driven on shorter dual carriageways in which the speed limit has been 70. But I haven't really had a chance to take the car up to 70 for longer periods of time. And so in my last few lessons, or in my last lesson, and I'll probably do it tomorrow as well, we were taking the car up along longer dual carriageways, and my instructor was like, it was really loud in the car because like it was just driving fast on English roads, so of course it was. And so he was like trying to yell and tell me what to do. And I got to experience modern cruise control, and it's terrifying. Modern cruise control is terrifying. And like, what's even worse is my instructor is like, I'm like, hey, can I just like rest my foot on the brake? And he's like, no, don't put your foot on the brake. What the fuck are you talking about, you pussy? Like, because it's not full self-driving. It's not like a full self-driving car, but it's modern it's modern like cruise control stuff. So the car knows we're on a dual carriageway because it has access to the internet and whatever. So it knows what the speed limit is. You're on that road, you just press cruise control. The car will automatically speed up to the speed limit. But not only will it do that, it will also, like, it has lane control. So you only have to put minimal inputs into keeping the car in the lane, and the car will do the rest of it. And then it also uses like LiDAR and other radar and scanners and stuff to keep track of the car in front of you. So if the car in front of you slows down, then your car slows down. And the instructor's like, no, don't touch anything. Let the car do its thing. It knows what it's doing. And it's like, I don't trust technology that much. You can't just put me in a car and expect me to like think it's gonna work. I refuse to believe this technology works. I am of at least an age where when I was younger, technology didn't work. But we're at a point now where technology does work, generally. And I still don't trust technology. So, yeah, I'm definitely like scared when it's something that I'll get rid of, that that I'll be able to get out of the mindset of. But also, like, I don't know. He mentioned like how I was like, hey, can I rest my foot on the brake? You know, just in case. Also, if it's very no, he didn't call me a pussy. Don't worry. But I was like, can I rest my foot on the brake? And he's like, you know, you can, but then you might accidentally like press it and turn off cruise control without noticing. But it's like, I'm gonna notice pretty quick when the car starts slowing down. You know, like I'm not. I know I understand to some extent that it's fine, but I still don't. I'm like, I don't. It's the same with like just other things on the car that I don't like this. It's too electronic. But it is somewhat fun to have the cruise control and have basically everything. Some German cars that have automatic lane change to overtake. Well, that's the thing, is that this car it doesn't have that. But if, for instance, you're not going 70 on a 70 road and then going to a different lane, it's going to go to 70 because there's nothing in front of you. You know, if you're driving behind someone going 60 and then go to overtake them, then the car will go, oh, there's nothing in front, we'll speed up to 70. So it kind of do that, but I don't know, maybe it can, and my instructor just hasn't let me do that, which makes sense. So yeah, it's definitely somewhat frightening, and I keep doing things that my instructor's like, you know, if you're in a test, that would be like a fail. It's just a little bit scary, because my test is relatively soon. Maybe. I might have to cancel it, but we'll see. Hold on, what was that? But yeah, so driving is scaring me, but it's fun. I'm having some fun with it. There are times. Where's that? There are times when, like, during my driving lessons now, in which I kind of begin to get it. You know what I mean? I'm beginning to some extent. Cleric Uziel. What's it doing? What's it doing? What is it doing? I didn't see that. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, I failed that. No, I failed that one again. I don't have... I'm getting to the point where I get it. The problem is that I get it and I'm sort of like getting it from a I feel like I know how to drive kind of way, and not in a I feel like I can pass my test kind of way. And that's what concerns me, is that I think I can drive in a way that is, you know, safe enough for like someone who has already passed their test, but I haven't passed my test. Do you not like the little chess piece that's babbling to himself? What's he doing? It's like a raid fight now. Okay. Duomo of the Wailing. One theory is that you learn so much about driving by driving long distances across areas unfamiliar. Yeah. Which that's something that, especially just in general, like driving. I'm at a disadvantage to some people because I can only drive while I'm in a lesson. You know what I mean? My friend, for instance, was in a position where he could buy a car. He started doing lessons and didn't like doing them, and so instead was able to buy a car and then have someone teach him in his own car, meaning that he could just drive as much as he wanted. So he was able to drive to work because he'd have like his stepdad like in the car with him. And so yeah, so he'd drive to work and then his stepdad would drive the car home, sort of thing. But that just meant that he could just get loads of experience in before then doing lessons with an official instructor. Whereas I have had to do all my driving with one person, which means that I'm only doing 2 hours of driving once every week or two, depending on how my money is looking. But as you say with like driving on unfamiliar roads, is that when after a few weeks of driving with my instructor. Oh, what? It was the death animation.
after a few weeks of driving in a particular place with my instructor, my confidence goes up, and then he's like, okay, let's go somewhere new, and then my confidence goes down again. So yeah, like going to new places definitely does make me more nervous, but does, like, obviously, as you say, it's all it's all with the intention of building up that overall confidence. Because it's better to drive on several different roads as opposed to just one road. Join my parents' car. No. My dad would have let me. They wouldn't have been able to afford the insurance. I said I'd go live soon. Whereabouts would that be? Ah, fuck. Did I not press the go live button? Did I press the recording button instead by mistake? Fuck. Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Chaffee, are you there? Can you hear me? I've been dying for my own amusement. Right, I haven't got any health left to fight this boss. This game suffers mildly at times, depending on what I'm fighting. It does suffer a little bit from the what's the attack and what's not the attack. Standing in Germany, the only lessons you're allowed to do is with a driving instructor. Both ways. He was on the road for 12 hours, and that was the day you lost the fear of driving. I can imagine. But that's the sort of thing I do want to be able to do that. Because it is something that, like, the unfortunate part of driving, of learning to drive, is that, you know, you are going to struggle to get past any fears you have with an instructor. Yeah, in the UK, anyone I think over the age of 21 with a full driving license that they've had for like 3 years can be an instructor. Well, no, they can't be an instructor, but they can teach you. But they can't, there are restrictions as to what you're allowed to do. So you can't go on the motorway, for instance, as a learner, unless you're with a qualified instructor. What? You don't just spoil the sword inside me? The one thing, like, I want to be able to do that I think one of the reasons I want to be able to drive is that the idea that the fact that I can just wake up one morning and be like, yeah, I'll drive 400 kilometers. You know, it's not something I'm going to do necessarily, but I could just wake up one day and be like, I kind of want to go and see the ocean, and I could do that. You know, it's not really an option for me right now to just have that level of improvisation of fun. Obviously, it'd be expensive to do things like that, but it's the thought that counts, you know what I mean? Also, yes, it is mildly chess themed. This game is. It's like biblical chess themed. So annoying. It's so. Okay. We'll be fine. Well, I don't know how it's like biblical and Latin themed. Yeah, all the music and like a lot of like the, I don't know, a lot of it feels like it's presumably Latin or Latin inspired. Yeah, or like just like the regular character dialogue feels like it's traditional Souls like British people. Timing's annoying. I was looking for my souls. I wanted those. They disappear if I'm not quick enough. They're feathers, not souls. Part of me wants to fail my driving test first time. Everyone's like always trying to pass the driving test first time. But I don't want that. I want to either pass it and get it out the way, which is like great. I want that. That is something I do want. But I also want to get rid of that like failure. I want to get the failure out the way. Because right now everyone talks about passing first time. The whole idea is that when it comes to driving, everyone's like, pass first time, or pass first time. You know, pass it fast, get it done. And like, it's gonna be a long time. If I fail it, it's gonna take ages for me to get another test, which is true. But it would clear my conscience of needing to pass it first time. I passed my theory test first time, so if you saw the way I drive, you wouldn't necessarily know that. I got 100 points, not 100 points. I got full marks on the multiple choice questions for the theory test. I was a little bit. I was a little bit sort of not. The theory test is two halves. You have the multiple choice questions, and then you have the hazard perception tests, in which you watch like several videos, and you have to like click when you see a hazard appear. It's really annoying. It's not very. It's a horrible format for testing, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I did the multiple choice, Passed it. Full marks. Yeah, perfect. Couldn't have done it better. But then, I was pretty close to not passing the hazard perception test. Do a little charge things. It wasn't that bad. Like it isn't. The videos on 80s CGI level. They look to the point where you're kind of like, it's pretty good. Like it's good enough. My problem is that, though, especially on the videos, is that it is just difficult to tell what they consider a hazard. You know. And then there's also the fact that what I learned pretty quick while doing it is that it's quite easy to see it in the same way that you would a game. And what I mean like that, and I don't mean that in a weird, like, nerdy way, which is like, my life is like a video game. Everything I see in stats and I level up. No, I just mean it like, well, they're not going to render stuff that's unnecessary to the test. You know? So, like, if I see a sign, I'm going to know, like, okay, that sign's important. They wanted me to see that sign. If there's a sign that says, like, there's a school nearby, well, I'm going to assume that they're going to put children in the video and have them run across the road for me to react to. You know what I mean? I'm not going to see it as, like, I'm looking for hazards. I'm looking for things that the developers, the people that made it, would put in to test me. That's just how I sort of saw it, because I definitely clicked on every hazard that there was. I think I got a 0 on one of them. But I know that I clicked on a hazard on all. The way it does is it scores you from 1 to 5, and you need a set amount of points over all of them. The earlier you see the hazard, the more points you get. So if you see a hazard, if the moment the hazard appears, you click, you don't have to click on it, you just have to click to say, like, I've seen a hazard. Then you would get 5 points if you did it really early. Whereas if you reacted at the very end, you'd get 1 point. Or no points if you took too long. But the point is, the problem is that you also have to know then, you know, you could see a hazard developing and be like if there's a motorcyclist, a motorbike in front of you, and you're like, well, I know that they're testing me on this. I know the motorbike is going to be the hazard. That the motorbike is already acting a bit hazardly. If I click now, it's too early. I have to wait for the motorbike to do something that is an actual hazard, instead of being like, if I was driving and I saw this motorcyclist, I would already feel like I'm, you know, I would already be like, I'm prepping for this guy to do something. Yeah, no, ours did not look like that. Let me do hazard perception test practice. I've already done it. No, I don't want to do that bit. I don't want to do that. I've done that. I want to do the hazard perception test, not the fucking... Yes, leave. Hazard perception test. Let me, I say, sorry, that's actually your username. Yeah, hold on. Let me do that. Then we will do this. Yeah. What did I didn't... Fuck me. Sorry, I'm just causing problems for myself, don't worry. I thought I pressed that. I thought I pressed something, but it didn't work. But that's fine. So like this is what ours looks like. Huh. It looks like a real video, but it isn't. You might think it is. But like, you see, look, slidey roads. I'm going to assume it's a slidey road. There's a sign there. It's like... I remember, I think it's this van here is the problem. But like, if I saw that van and clicked there, it's like that'd be too early. I'd have to do it like now, and even then that might be too early. You have to click then, and you can click as many times as you want, but if you just keep spamming it, then you won't get any points. You get disqualified basically. In this test one, in this practice one, you do it. It's only 3, but on the actual one, I think you do like 10 or something. Might be 7 actually. But like, it looks real to an extent, but it is CG. I want to enter the test. I failed. I would have done, but I got 4, which means that like on that first one, I almost got 5 points. But yeah, it's like fairly. It's not difficult, but it's definitely something that's a bit kind of, I don't know, a bit. It's not the best way of testing hazard perception, in my opinion. This looks like BeamNG. Yeah, no. It does visually look. It's good. It looks visually good enough to trick yourself. They even have water physics. Sorry, I can go into. I want to take it back so you can see the water physics on this one. They even have like decent water physics. Here, look. There's like a little ford that you got to go through, and like that's like decently like done water. Looks like they did a 2012 city car driving sim. Looks like that Pyongyang driving simulator. But yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, "Is this like real video?" You can see where you can on this one. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the test, so you can see that this is how it decides. It's this tractor here. This tractor is the thing, because I did this test when I was preparing for it. I did this practice. But like that's the earliest you could click. Here is where they expect you to be like, oh, there's a tractor in the road. How could you see the tractor? If you clicked right now by accident, you would get 5 points. But you cannot see the tractor that's about to pull out into the road. You can barely see it even here. It's not the best. Like, on the actual one that you get to do, it is higher resolution. Now, you just have to click in general. You don't have to click on it. So, like, that's the other thing, is that you don't have to click on the hazard. You just have to click. You just have to be like, I've seen the hazard. So it's like, you might not. But maybe it's because of the tractor sign. Well, no, because you could have seen the tractor sign from like here. It is just really low resolution. I think even if I make it big, it's still horribly small. But yeah, it was just. Also, this is just like, obviously no one watching is going to be doing an English driving test right now. But if you want to do if you want to prepare for the hazard perception test, they only give you these 3 as a test, as a preparation test. Only those 3 that we have shown are the ones that you get to do, which is really annoying, because it's like, well, I want to practice my hazard perception test taking. Yeah, I don't need to practice hazard perception tests necessarily, or my hazard perception. I need to test the test taking, because the test, it's not free. It costs money here as well. It's not expensive, but it costs. If you want to do your money, not your money, if you want to do your theory test, I think is £20, 20 to 30 quid, somewhere in there. And then your driving test, your practical tests costs your test costs 60 quid. Oh, I mean, the learning material here does as well. I have a copy of the highway code, and I've got one of the test preparation books. But in theory, you're not required to do that. My friend went in to do his theory test, had not revised at all. Like, he did not own a copy of the highway code, didn't do anything. He failed on his first try, but not by enough to the point where you'd go, you could probably go and spend some money to get, like, the highway code or whatever. Like, I think all he did, I think he failed it his first time, and then just booked it again and did the same thing again and passed. Like, the theory test was very easy. I don't have anything to do with that. You get 30 questions in the theory exam, and multiple choice, and you know all the well, no, I think that might be the same here. I don't. Maybe I don't. For whatever reason, I was just going to assume that like Germany would have a much more stringent driving test. But I've heard that the UK driving experience, learner driving experience, I've heard that it's pretty stringent here in the UK. It's not like learning to drive in America, where it's like it's like, do you have eyes? Working optional. You know. You fruit the theory test. I mean, you know, it can happen. I've definitely heard of people who have failed the theory test many times. Like, it's not like it's not the end of the world. You do have to go. Our theory test center, it was like walking into a panopticon. I assume it's the same everywhere, but you walk into like the test area. A guy, you know, asks who you are, and you say like, I'm Ender Spread here for my test. And then he takes your provisional license, you know, looks you up and down, gets you to bend over and cough, that sort of thing. Then you have to take your phone and everything and put it in a locker. Then you either have to go and wait, or depending if it's if it's free, you then just go into like a smaller area where you have another security test. Like, the guy himself, the guy at the front desk checked, like, did a basic, like, cheating test. And then you go into a separate room where there was a guy sat in front of like a 6-monitor gaming setup that all had like 4 CCTV feeds on it. You go into this little room, with this little security room, with a woman, very nice woman in my instance. She was, you know, very nice, and obviously was accustomed to people being fairly nervous, because she asked me my name and I had to think about it. So you go into there, and like she does, you know, she checks to make sure you've not got like AirPods in or anything like that, and then she points at she points through like a glass screen at the computer that you're going to go to. Call me Bread. Ender's Bread. The problem is that I just couldn't remember. It sounds dodgy to say I couldn't remember what name is on my provisional license, but I have middle names, and I couldn't remember if I put them on my provisional license or not. And I had to think, like, do they want me to just say my first and last name, or do they want me to say all my names? Like, what do they want? So I had to think about it. That's haram. What, having middle names? Or not saying them. But yeah, in the UK you can get books of all the questions. They just release them, it seems. I don't know. I don't really know what the point of that is. But at the same time, I get it that you go through this test, this book. You got the highway code, which is everything you need to know. But the highway code is for everyone. You know, whether you're walking, cycling, riding a horse, or driving, you need to in theory, read the highway code, which is funny because there are a lot of things in the highway code for pedestrians that most pedestrians will not know, and most drivers won't know. Now, did you know that at a junction, pedestrians have priority? Like, whether there's a crossing there or not, or whether there's a pedestrian crossing or not, if you pull up to a junction and you want to turn into it or off of it, and there is a pedestrian wanting to cross there, you the pedestrian has priority, whereas it's like that's like a relatively recent addition, but I don't think any driver knows that, because if a pedestrian is standing there waiting to cross the road, they don't know if a driver is going to just turn in or not. So a pedestrian is going to stop and look to check, and in that time, the driver is going to then want to just pull in anyway. So it's just a bit like, it's not really that big of a problem, but it is when you're learning to drive, because it's like, well, in that instance, I have to follow that rule, like to the T, or else I'll get in trouble. Whereas in a real life driving scenario, you don't really have to follow it too much, as long as you're aware of what pedestrians are doing. It's like if a pedestrian knows the rules and they follow them, then they will look and then walk. So it's whatever, but it's the highway code. In theory, everyone has to read, but in practice, like, no one does. I just got taught how to cross a road when I was a small child by some hedgehogs. That was all that mattered. That's all that happened. That's how I learned how to do highway safety or whatever. No, my things! I got them. I think I did. I remember that, but I've also seen that, like, the green cross code hedgehogs is like an old man thing. I don't know. But I feel like I saw it. Red Joe Henry Hugh J. Cock Endless. Yep, that's my full legal birth name. No. Right, now overall, as much as like I wake up, like I'm gonna go to bed tonight being like, I don't want to do my lesson tomorrow, and I'm going to end tomorrow's lesson being like, I never want to drive again. And the worst part is that tomorrow is going to be my last lesson for like a month, because my instructor is going on holiday or something. Which would make sense, because I think it's the school holidays and he has to look after his kid. But that means that I'm gonna have not driven for like a month, and that's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to come back to it and prepare for a test. And the worst part is that, because as I was saying, I very much am like, I have a lesson, and I'm like, I never want to drive again. I don't want to do that anymore. But it's because at the end of my lessons, my instructor is like, so do you want to book your next lesson? You know, when do you want your next lesson to be? He doesn't. He doesn't give me the option. Like, do you want to do a lesson? Sorry, he doesn't say like, okay, just call me when you want your next lesson or anything. He books it there on the spot, which is great, because then I can bend to peer pressure, I don't have to think about it. He can just be like, "You're doing a lesson, aren't you?" And I'm like, yeah. But I'm concerned that what's going to happen is it'll be like, all right, so I'm going to be away for a month. Call me at the end of that month, or like, you know, get in contact with me at the end of the month, and for us to get a new lesson. And I'm just never going to, because I'm going to be in that mood where I don't want to ever learn to drive. I've changed my mind. Da, 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 da. No. Surely I dodged. Surely you just, that one I didn't use. No, don't do that. I don't like that one. Oh, there we go. All it took was me not talking about driving for 30 seconds. I actually want to go back this way and level up. Level up. Well, I assume that... Yeah, I did. I assume that I'm doing this... That I've been leveling up correctly this whole time. And you do just go into the level up thing and press the level up button. And I'm not supposed to be like allocating buttons or points into anything. I don't know what this is. I've broken it now, but... Behemoth will hold the reward as long as the boss is alive. But oh, that was the... Okay, I don't really know what that is. There's a thing that I don't know if summoning the behemoth makes it harder or easier. Maybe if I play the game again at some point, I'll have to find out what that is. But I've made it this far without knowing what it is, and don't know if I'll find out now. Do I leave? Interact. Okay. Oh. Oh, this all happened because I got bonked on the head that one time. Today's stream brought to you by Mega Bonk, a game that I've put far too much time into. Ooh, a vinyl. I spend so much time playing Mega Bonk. I briefly switched out my... It's a horizontal flower there. I briefly switched it out and played Binding of Isaac loads. But... Oh, this is the... that's the corridor. There's a corridor of faces. It's a horse face. I suppose it's more of a knight, but... Yeah, I switched it out briefly for Binding of Isaac. But then I've gone back to playing Mega Bonk again. I want to get on like a crazy run one day. I just can't pull it off. So like I think the aptitude. No. The goodness. The score. The score is decided by how many kills you get. And high scores, like the #1 high scores, are in the millions. And by that, I mean they barely touch a million. It was at one point going over like stupid numbers, but then I think they nerfed some element of the game to make it, because people were being too good or something. Yeah, so I really, really want to get... I would love to get to 1 million, but I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think I've got, like... I don't think I've got it in me, like, time-wise. It feels like it's going to take far too long for me to pull that off. But I do want to get, like, 100,000 is my current goal as a score in Megabomb. I want to reach 100,000. My current best is like 40,000, and I haven't been able to get that high recently. I've only been able to get recently. I think the highest I was getting has been like, I think the highest was like 30,000 recently. But it's just luck. It's almost entirely luck. There's like the meta character that everyone plays. But the problem is that the meta character is very much a luck-based character. The whole point being that every time you hit an enemy, or every time you hit or kill an enemy, I don't know, you like roll a dice, and if that dice is a 6, then what's happening? What? I turned into that. Why did I turn? What's happened? What? Oh, I died. Am I dead? Oh, was that a... What? I've unlocked another way of playing, and now I'm a horse. I was too busy thinking about Megabomb. I just thought that was a regular enemy. I hope, like, I haven't soft-locked the game or something by dying there. Oh, it's so quick. I feel the wind rushing between my thighs. Hello.
Huh.
I've gotten smaller. Can't wait to see them again. The green expanse outside the walls. If you don't pop up, my search for the angelical armor would still be ongoing. I'm happy I met you. Don't worry, as I've already said, I intend to make this journey mutually beneficial. Soon everything will be clearer. You'll see. Like this, like, three-eyed thing. It looks like those guys from Naruto that I forgot the name of. I'm a fake Naruto fan. Well, let's just keep going. See where we end up. Oh, is that... There wasn't a... Whoa, what was that? Oh, it's a big whale and a big cross. I'm a bit cross. That, you're not subscribed to endlessbread.tv or whatever my username is. Oh, I thought the game crashed.
Huh? Qui,
What'd you call me?
proprio quando il nostro viaggio stava per iniziare.
Right when I'm doing
Temo che dovrò fare una piccola deviazione.
I have to make a small detour.
Ho qualcosa di cui occuparmi. Ma prima, quando faccio una promessa...
The best part
La
about me not
mantengo.
having my webcam is that I can stick my finger in my belly button when I'm bored and you can't see. Cute, isn't it? Quite-es. I don't know what this, like, what's this? What's this? What is this? This looks a bit barbaric. Small creatures, one of a kind. Which one are you talking about as being cute? I'm going to assume it's that. Oh, we're like outside. That whale's cool. Well, it's whale adjacent. It's got legs. Its essence is able to resonate with your armor and expand its potential even further, but since it's a greedy little rascal, it will only do it if it is offered a sweet. This one is its favorites, and the last one I have left. Here, take it. Try and give it to it.
Huh?
Oh, this thing. The feral forage. Oh, the whales have got faces underneath them. Oh, this game is a bit more... This game feels like it might have more to it than I thought. Can I just... By unleashing the night drill at full capacity while in pawn form, you summon a fan of drills. I don't know how this game works. By unleashing the night drill at full capacity while in bishop form, you summon chains that block all the nearby enemies for a few seconds. Parrying the pawn spectral scythe at the right moment while in knight form, you summon a ghostly pawn from your on your back that attacks enemies sideways. By parrying the pawn spectral scythe at the right moment while in rook form, you summon a... at your service. No, but how do I use that? Wait. Does it mean like I've got to do... No. Oh, can I like switch that? What? How does that... What? I'm confused as to what that means. Like, how do I use... I don't know. This game confuses me. Because I have this. That just... Okay. But, oh no. Oh, no. I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? Maybe this game should put some more invisible walls in. Okay, come on. Come on. Yeah. Nope. Okay. That's fine. There we go. That's fine, Halo. You do what you need to do. I'm gonna just unlock that and just see what it does, I think. Because it was like, okay. By unleashing the night drill at full capacity while in pawn form. But how do I do that? I'm in a... I can't use my night drill in pawn form though, can I? I'm confused. I am confusion. Why is this one Arkansas, not Arkansas? Do I have to go back to the thing? You ever eaten a donut with a knife and fork? Can I... Okay. What? Is this like a visual thing? Can I... Yeah, okay, I think this is just a visual change then. Can I do that over here? Yeah, I can. So I think these might just be... like... what? This is... my brain is far too small to comprehend what's going on here. The most offensive angelical armor possesses the highest attack speed among the armors, although its damage output is low. At each perfect parry, it inflicts a wound on the enemy. Accumulating wounds multiplies the damage of the next attack. Perfect dodges might irritate enemies, increasing their attack speed but increasing their vulnerability for 20 seconds. Okay. What about you? What do you do? Oh, you're there. I don't want to know what your bussy is up to. Actually, I don't want to leave yet. Never mind. What'd you miss? Not much. Whale with a face under it for some reason. This freak, you're gonna... You know, you might actually like the video that I'm gonna put out eventually, because it's got the word bussy in it somewhere. I've put a small amount of effort into this most recent video. How? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing the wrong button. Thank you for enjoying the pony picture. I had considered, though this was like minutes before I started the stream, so I couldn't be bothered. I had considered my using or trying to make a VTuber avatar out of a picture of myself. But I couldn't be bothered, and I thought of it moments before the stream, so I wasn't gonna do that. How am I supposed to know when you're attacking? Okay, now that was obvious. I should have known better. Ooh, is that something I can use? Maybe, just maybe. My video would be a pony. No, I was saying that I would just use a picture of myself. And you're implying that I myself am a pony, which I'm not. I am not a pony. I'm just... No, don't worry, Visra. You don't. I understand people watch different videos for different things. I also have been steadily developing a TikTok attention span. I didn't used to be. No, I did. I've always been like that. I was gonna try and argue like, nah, I used to watch videos, but no. I can watch videos that are really long, and I do all the time. But no, like actually, there's a difference between watching a video that's like 3 hours long and actually watching a video that's 3 hours long. That's my new cow milking channel. What do you mean you can't have videos? What's the difference? How is it? Unless, I don't know. Because I like to have it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Don't ask why I keep coming over here to die to these guys. Hi Ariel, I told you, I promised that I was going to be live. Oh, this game has fishing in it, don't it? No, I don't know. It does, but I don't think I unlocked it yet. I feel like you're missing something important, otherwise it won't be in the video. I guess that makes sense. I don't know why I get it. That does make sense. I suppose I just don't really watch. Nah, maybe I do. Maybe I do pay more attention to videos than I think. I usually will watch a video, like, once. If there's a video that I specifically am really interested in, I'll watch it once, and then it gets added onto the list of videos that I can have as background noise. Gundam Aerial. The real life Aerial Gundam. What's the character walking on? What is that? What is that? What is it? What is it? The character is... It's a little chess piece, so it's hopping along. I would never die, maybe. As they say, heroes never die. I don't know why I can hit it on the ground. I'm dead, it won't do an attack while it's dying. See, I didn't die. I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of Ariel. I actually do want to get on top of this one because there's something up there. But yeah, no, this game is vaguely chess related. So everything is sort of chess-ish. What is going on? Just a little bit broken at times, so don't look at that. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it enough to have come back to it for a second stream. And I'm assuming that I've got quite a bit of game left to play. A relatively large amount of game left to play. I'm hitting a bird with 6 breasts. It's not a euphemism. Am I the queen piece, the pawn piece, or I was going to say I'm the queen, but I don't really have the personality of a queen. I think I'm a pawn. Well, I could be a pawn. This is a bishop, and that's a knight. But I don't really know how I'm supposed to use them all. They all have their own individual uses, but they don't feel very intuitive. If everything was big slimes, would the gameplay be the same? I don't know. What's this? What are you? It's a big pig piece. One cool thing about this game is that my sort of like heavy hitting attack does damage to me. But I can parry that heavy hitting attack to do better. It's the end boss. I got here quick. I think. Oh, I think the end boss is at the top of that tower there, or at least that's where I'm being told to go. So it's very possible that that's like the midway point. Oh, he didn't put the tree on the ground. That's a -1 star from me. Why did I die? Well, as I told you, heroes never die. Turns out I wasn't the hero. Never mind. It's following me. I want to fight one of the big whale things. I think that'd be fun. I'm your hero, but I died. Well, put the faith in the wrong person. Keeps punching me in the head. Stop it. I just parried my own attack there and got a cool little bonus thing. I got a little blue guy that's following me. Oh, purple, blue. All the same colour, really, isn't it? Oh, he's taking so much damage. I'm doing nothing to him. I have to get my act together. Oh, I pressed the wrong button and oh, that was it. What's it done? It summoned a little version of himself. No, I'm confused, I'm scared, I can't see what's happening. I didn't kill it. I failed. I'm a failure. I've got it. By the end of the stream, it'll be dead. With some luck, by the end of this minute, it'll be dead. But we're going to need quite a bit of luck for that. Maybe more than I've got. I do wish I knew how to use that ability that I just unlocked there. That'd be quite useful. Why are you glowing? I'm also choose to ignore whatever's going on over there. Am I going to promise that? I don't know if I can promise that. I can promise I'll try. That's what I can promise. I can give it a country try. The old endless bread try, it's not working. As long as I remember to use like half the abilities the game gives me, I think it's fine. Does this give me invincibility? I kind of. Did it! I have seen how it fights, but it doesn't make it easy to deal with. My legs are so sweaty, they're getting stuck to the chair. I'm kind of like, I'm sitting weirdly. I've got my legs crossed. So my ankles are embedded into this, whatever material it is. I try the bishop. The bishop has it parries differently, I think. I don't really know how it works, but every time I parry, it makes my next attack do more damage, or my next like stacks damage up, so it might work. I don't really know how I'm supposed to use these pieces. There didn't seem to be much descriptions on how to use it. No. I can't see what's happening. I didn't collect my souls, so I don't know where they've gone. Can I get back? Is this working? No. It almost works. It kind of works. I don't know if it's meant to work. No! Alright, it's only kind of working. I don't know what I did over there, but I'm doing a bit of damage to it. Oh, I have this. What have I done? Alright. This is the intended way of fighting, is it? You know that. Come at me. There you go. Their strategy works unreasonably well. This is a nice looking game though, even if the environments are a little bit odd looking. I mentioned it very briefly last time I streamed it, just like the way that they've created them. I don't know on a technical side, but it's very much like everything's incredibly bumpy and jagged. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't. Oh, you okay, stop. I don't know how this game works. Like, my drill isn't getting bigger. Why does my drill get bigger when I fight? I don't know what that does. It's not like speed. Oh, does it get bigger when I do damage? Oh, it gets bigger when I do damage. I see. Kind of. I kind of see. I still don't really... Wait, can I... I parry while doing this? I mean, I haven't needed to against this guy. Oh, but then, like, when I stopped, stuff happened? I don't know if this game has told me everything I need to know, and I've just been ignoring it. That's not ideal. Yeah, I can parry while doing this. I think. It's gonna be good. It's just, you know, while playing in this way, it's quite hard to see what the boss is up to. It's definitely doable. Yeah, look. No, don't knock on that. I don't care about that thing. Oh, boss to fight. Oh, those little spheres are like healing things. I think I saw that somewhere in the menus. Oh, what? Where did my health go? I had loads of health. Tons of it. I was as healthy as a newborn foal. There's like how fast I can go with this. Can I go even faster? I don't know. It is rigged. Against me. Someone check the code. Check the code and see if it says if endless bread is present. Make the game 16 times harder. I think we find everything we need to know. They saw me. They saw this guy's the parry master. This guy's a certified parry boy. Let's make it far too difficult. Yeah! Oh! Yo! Let's do it. Stay out of the edges is where it gets difficult. Because that's when I start to lose sight of what's happening. I say, standing in the edges. It's a one-winged angel, but it actually has 4 wings. So we need some health. No, no! I have a feeling I should probably be leaving this drill forest to get like the most out of it. I think once it gets like really big, it's turned into a Toho game. I feel like every now and then, I think once the drill gets really big, if I leave the drill form, it does like a bonus thing. I'm confused. This information might be available in the game somewhere, and I might just be actively avoiding it. Oh, there's a respawn point right here. I've just missed it. Let's find out. Okay, it kind of does. Something happens if once the drill gets really big, something happens. Yeah. I want to be... Yeah. More that. Go. Up. I should be. I do have a dodge button as well. I just never use it for some reason. No! No! I was close there. At least I got the little... What have I done? Oh, I did that. I can do it. I can do it. I just forget that I have a dodge button. I'm struggling to see what's happening. What have I done? Yeah, it hasn't done that before. That's not something you've done. You can't just introduce a new attack on like the 17th time I fought you. I'm scared. That blue, that thing, that cross that keeps dropping down, that's me, I'm doing that. If I draw a circle around it with my thing, I've got like another ability I can do. If I draw a circle around it with it, it does that. Oh, okay, I did it, and the cross fell down. That's an effect. Take that, Samael. Is that something I need? Oh no, there's plenty. There's loads more on the ground. Okay. I use those things. I got afraid. I got scared of whatever it was doing at the end. It was like going into a third phase. I don't know if it was going to do a scary attack or if that's part of its death animation. See, I told you I could do it before I ended the stream. Yeah, I think I need to. Just leveling up. There we go. I think the horse, the knight, is the best. The knight is the best way of playing. You get chased like a big goblin. Come and follow me. There should be a 1 in 72 chance that a big goblin just shows up out of nowhere. Just starts chasing you. Are you something I should be afraid of? I'm gonna switch to this bullet bird. You're an enemy, as you are. You're a new piece of armor. I'm doing it wrong. Don't judge me. There we go, okay. I wasn't doing it wrong. It was a little bit... Hey, I didn't die. Why did that explode again? Is there just a trigger that whenever a boss dies in here, that happens? I unlocked my final form now. I think. Now I'm the rook. I can be the rook. I wouldn't get killed by a little guy. Little peasant such as that. There we go. Do I have anything to give you? No, I don't. Oh. See, like render artifacting. Hello. What is going on here? This is something. Something is happening. Something definitely happened here. Images were portrayed to me. At the sky. You have a Rive finalement. I am organizing a special rendezvous, and you and this delightful demoiselle are the guests of honor. Since we already know each other, I will take care of her first. But don't worry, we too will have the temps to get to know each other better. We will see you in the Tron room. To open the dancing, make sure you will carry with you that beautiful armure of yours. Oh, and don't get yourself killed. Tee-hee. No promises on that one, sweetheart. Oh, speaking of not dying. Oh, I didn't see how much damage I had. Listen, death is not final. There is life in the end. Everything is a cycle of life and death. Oh, I've aggroed everything in this level. There is not a living soul that I haven't aggroed. I'm epic, so I don't have to worry about that. So, look at that. I'm choosing to ignore what's behind me. Shouldn't have done that. I should stop. There we go. Alright. I just hit. Oh, he's got a little shank. I thought he slapped me. Who's that over there? I thought it was like hiding and like peeking out from. What is? You can't just spring this on me. Another flag of the Isle of Man. I think it is. Standing on me. Everything in this game has like weird amounts of health. I never know if it's just going to be a couple hits or if it's going to take loads. Right, that just didn't, he just chose not to attack. There we go. Okay. Oh, it is supposed to be just kind of hiding there, waiting for you to come in and try and interact with that center plate. Oh, look, fair. So we're getting so much better at parrying. So, you know, when things look like that, it's kind of hard to tell when the attacks are coming in. Okay, yeah, I think I need to kill this thing and then that'll let me. Look, look! There was the attack that I was supposed to parry. I cannot see it. I cannot parry what I cannot see. Aside from when I can. Am I supposed to be playing in this mode? Since I just unlocked it, do they intend me to play in this? Hi, Ariel. Hello again, Miss Ferrick. What is happening? Oh, maybe that. Maybe I need to. Maybe the room will come down if I destroy them all. I doubt that will happen. That doesn't feel like the sort of thing that would happen in this game. But maybe it'll happen by accident. New information available about the rook. Give me information about the rook. Rejection of Medellin. By charging the sword blow, you summon a copy of the city of Medellin itself. The city damages enemies that step on it. If the rook walks over the city, it destroys it and conjures small towers. What? What? Oh, they're fighting me now? Wait, do I have to then... Do they fight back? Do they fight me? Because, like, they do, kind of. Interesting. The most resilient angelic armor, it is slow but has the highest damage output. Also capable of impaling the smallest enemies on its sword with a jump attack. Oh. Oh! I can use those weapons. Okay. After a perfect parry, it can hold up the mirroring shield to absorb the following blows. Releasing the parry will unleash all the accumulated damage in front of itself with a powerful explosion. Perfect dodge let it unleash a swift lunge that impales enemies instantly. Indubitably. Is there any reason for me to go over here? When I first tried the game, I came over here and there's just a creature screaming. I don't know what the screaming gargoyles all about. But it... Oh, I can interact with it now. Oh, it allows me to replay bosses from the past. Okay. That's a little boss gauntlet thing. Very nice. I'm glad that that's in the game. I don't know if I'll make use of it, but it's very nice to have. No, dude, because you're fast. I'll try the rook. See what I can get up to with it. Okay, I'm failing with the rook. It's kind of like too slow for my liking. What? Oh, I've skewered my thing by mistake. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, it is so much more damaging. But it is very slow. I also have no health. I can do that. So do they fight for me? Oh, he's dead. There are things happening in this game that I cannot see. Oh, a wall of arms. I'm not gonna give my brain the benefit of the doubt with the almost heinous things that came from it. It was my brain immediately thought things that were far too lewd for a room full of arms like that. I don't like the fact that I just had fucking... No! I think if I can get it down, the rook, the big sword guy is very good. Because it's high damage. No, go away. Stop it. It's high damage, but yeah, very slow. But it does do, as the game says to you, it's high damage, but very slow. It's like I can't go anywhere. I got ganked. I got crushed by 9 large feet, which, you know, usually something I would be asking for. But not today, not with those things. No, I don't want you. I want this one. Yeah. If only Visferic were here to see this. R.I.P. Visferic. I'm not going to get whatever I lost. I don't want to go over there. There's more of them. Ah! It's Visferic's dream. No! Don't get cornered! Actually, it's Silver. No, that's the death bit, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Silver used to be the one that said show feet a lot. I got plenty of speed, look at that. We're in Smithna every day. Silver used to... He's not done it in a while. Silver used to come into the chat every time I'd stream and say show feet. I never would. I wouldn't indulge him. There you go. Wait, do I get credit for killing them if they fall in the hole? Yes, I do. I do get credit for killing them if they fall in the hole. Oh no! Stop hurting me! I can't see! What's happened? The one problem I have with indie games is that they always do something annoying. There's always a minor little thing like that. They got what I deserve, really. I can't argue otherwise. What's this? A floating pile of bricks? It's a 3.5 out of 10. Oh, there's schmovement. Never expected schmovement from a Souls-like game. No, you have it again. Help! Stop! Huh. Can they get through the door? No. Okay, no, they can't. What are you? Are you crying? Not anymore. Oh, it's a doll. I got a collectible, I suppose. Unless it's like a puzzle for this area. Okay. Ah. A stone sewer. Nope, nope. It's just another one of many churches in this game. Oh! What? It's one of those sticky... Ooh. This is like those, like that grandmother from that horror game. At least it claims it's a horror game. Granny Don't Find Me or something like that. I don't know what it's called. I don't play games for children. Often. What's this? What? That is a tentacle of heads. Oh! I like the weird designs of this game. Don't land in it. Though if it's meant to be like creepy or whatever, it kind of does the opposite of being creepy. It actually does it circles around to when I see something like this in a game that's supposed to be creepy. It just makes me smile. What's happened? Can I get out? Okay. That enemy didn't have a health bar, so that wasn't a boss, so we might see another one of those at some point. Maybe. Oh, here's the elevator worm. Do you like him? I've got to spank the worm to go up. That was forced. It was forced, but I don't take it back. Oh, this is a different room from what I was expecting. Oh, but they're doing... Can I touch it? Something's happening here. Oh! Little guy. Where's all the furniture going? I could sell that on eBay. Or Facebook Marketplace. I've never bought anything from Marketplace. I refuse to. I'm scared of it. These things have little cat ears, I think. Oh, I probably didn't need to do my little special attack for that. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to be finding those dolls. I found 2 here, but not anywhere else, so it's possible that I need those to proceed. And again, there's a key there. What? Oh, I don't like that. Okay, it was fine. Those are these things. I don't know what these are. Oh wait, yes, I think I do. Yeah, it's bait. That's bait. I had a feeling that that was the case when I went to the fishing spot and there was what looked like one of those. But I'd seen them around previously, but I think that might have been before I'd gotten the fishing rod. These are little samurai cat things. Where'd you go? Almost there? Where could you possibly have gone? Are there rooms in my chateau I forgot about? Perhaps I got crushed by the Trinade. Could be a problem. Oh. Is that, what is that? What's that down there? Before I go in there, let's level up because I have things to spend. There we go. You're a boss, or are you just a scary-looking enemy? Oh, you're a wooden cat. Definitely, if it's got a... Got a health bar, it's a boss. Oh, it's got a Mega Man Buster Cannon. Oh, I'm playing it. I thought I was. Sorry, I got distracted. No, I didn't get distracted. I got confused. I thought I was still in heavy form, and I wasn't. I was in my pawn. Because I wanted to do. I wanted to get my little guys out. Not a euphemism. Oh, I pressed it. Petrificatus. I might be able to like do use the thing. Use my special ability that summons the little guys. Use that before I start the fight instead of like after. No, I've got 1 health. Wait, where'd all the enemies, where'd all the boss's health go? What? How did I do so much damage to it? I don't know what happened. It had like full health and then nothing. I can sit on the throne. I am magic. What are you? Alright. Oh. Thank you. What? Okay. Oh, there's a lot of you up here. Thank you. Dun, dun, dun. I saw it deep down where nobody goes. The creature with long ears and a very long nose. Pause. I was digging and clawing with a shell on its back. It had rings for arms and a horn up its crack. I thought I was quiet. I thought I was safe. But then I turned around and with a jarring sound, I couldn't think of a rhyme. I saw its eyes, so empty and cold. And I crawled away. So fast I went bold. Sometimes I still hear it gouging underneath, and even now, I'm afraid I will quit. Okay. Oh, there was a chest here. Okay, that was what I opened up. Oh, this is that girl. No, wait, it's not. Someone there? Or just a little pawn? Was it my dear cats that let you in? Are you here for some reason, or do you feel alone as I do? I don't leave you to me or my beloved kittens here. I say as well every time I load up Discord. My father never comes to visit me. I only ask you not to touch anything, not even a tiny thing, please. I have unfortunately opened a box of yours, so... Where are you? What is... Maybe this isn't samurai inspired. Maybe I'm just insane. I forgot what that first one was. Okay. Oh. Oh! I tear out the last page. Why? Okay, well. Never one to question what a character does in a game, even though I did just yell why. There's a death. There's a death bit. There's only one way to find out. Oh, it's not. It's a worm pit. It is true. I did do exactly the opposite of what that girl asked of me. She said, don't touch anything, and I immediately went down there. I read her diary. I bastardized her diary and then went downstairs and ripped out a page of her sketchbook. Is this, oh, this is that room. Okay. And why would I want to come back down here? I don't really want to be down here. This goes here. Ah, okay, this is why I want. I knew there was some reason. I think I am ashamed of myself. I think I'm gonna be sick, honestly. The despicable actions. My despicable actions, not these. Mine. These are my actions and mine alone. I cannot comprehend the damage that I have done. All I can say is that I don't ask to be forgiven, only forgotten. Oh, have you heard of the critically acclaimed action MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV? It's not action, but I've heard of it, and I do my best to try and forget the action online video game War Thunder. What's over here? Maybe if I watched some more big YouTubers, I'd eventually see an advert for it. Where's that there? Why is that blue? I find it funny when YouTubers do big things for War Thunder. It doesn't happen very often, but I do occasionally see people do like... What's this giving me? Reload those, okay. Wanna be blue? You know what? All the power to it. I think most people that... I think there was a big YouTuber that did like a War Thunder. I don't know if they did a War Thunder like sponsorship video or if it was... They just played War Thunder and was like, the game's actually pretty good. But I skimmed through it and saw that like... They had said like, oh yeah, it's actually really good. But then when I skimmed through the video, I saw that they only played at like level... At like rank 1. I'm like, yeah, of course you like it. You're playing rank 1. It's the time of it's the bit that they specifically make really good to get you to play it forever. Okay, I'm here now. Wait, did I? Yeah, I went that way. And blue, dabba dee dabba die. Oh, I'm in the royal toilet. Oh, that was what I get for thinking horrible thoughts. I thought something heinous. I get what I deserve. I like this thing, it throws its head at me. Alright, Ariel. How long have I been streaming for? Almost an hour over the time that I had actually set for myself. Right, okay, I think I need to fight this to go to the next area. Okay. once again, I think I could, if I start the fight with like the big attack, this, do that. Yeah, I don't get the damage from the actual attack, but I do get to summon all of those things. And then I can jab one onto the end of my sword. I can't see! Doing the same thing again, and I refuse to believe that it's wrong. It's user error. My strategy was perfect. I just didn't, you know, do it properly. Damn it. This thing is harder than that cat that I had to fight in there. Tentacles on the ceiling. This. What's this? Wait, does that... Can I like use different abilities? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe it would actually. Yeah, there we go, I did it. Oh, why the toilets come alive? Oh. Is it still alive? Like, do I have to fight it again, or do I have to, like, kill the toilets? I find them. I don't know what they are, actually. They could be toilets, they could be flares. It might... Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Run away. I can leave. I don't need to fight you if I don't need to. Oh, it's like the game Pools. This is like a medieval back rooms. That's a toilet that's gonna kill me. What was that? Oh, it's a key. Hey. There we go. Do I know where that is? Oh, that might be in the courtyard. Ooh, vinyl. I'll take that. Oh! Right, just don't look at it. Don't look at it. Just keep running. But just turn to this and run. We're good. Can't hurt me if I run past everything. Don't need whatever feathers I'm losing out there. Don't need them. Just run past. Have I been here? I don't think so. Oh yes, we're collecting dolls. It's an endless corridor. It feels like an endless corridor. Just tilted slightly. Wait, is it an endless corridor? I am getting further and further away. So maybe... What's happening? So there you are. That was not my ID. I swear, I was forced to do it. Wait a minute, I have a daughter. I don't want to prive a daughter of her father. No, please. Wait, so am I doing this right? Doesn't feel like it. Oh no. Run, Sephiroth. Where are you? I am running. I'm running towards the noise. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, that's what you meant by run. Oh, that is what you meant by run. It might not be as scary as I thought, given that I'm using this. Okay, what's that? I've gotten to the end. Oh! Cool. That was something. Yeah. Well, there we go. That wasn't scary. And then this is leading us to a new area? Oh, a cutscene, you say? For me? You shouldn't have. I like that sword. Hello? What? Is this not big and cool? It said the line. It said the angel line. I am very afraid, though I'm smiling brightly. Cherubing, the winged reaper, the wings reaper. This is a... This is a next stream thing. I am doing this next stream. I do not want to do this now. What you got for me? Oh, you just let me upgrade, but I haven't actually got anything else to upgrade, and I still haven't figured out how to use the first upgrade, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going, because I'm hot and tired. So that is it for me today. I will see you next time I stream, which hopefully shouldn't be too long from now, with some luck. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.